Is it really only 18 days left? I might be in trouble. Hey, Rath, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, whatever it might be for you. Today's apparently my affiliate anniversary, I'm being told. On Twitch, at least. Hold on, let me make sure there's nothing sensitive on this screen before I pull it up. Okay, I think I'm good. Look at that. I like how it auto-prompts me to wish myself a happy affiliate anniversary. But yeah, a year ago today, Twitch decided that I had enough viewers to become affiliated. And then everyone, at that point, everyone decided to watch on YouTube instead, because there were no ads on YouTube. So welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. I hope you are having a good morning, whatever it is. Schedule this week before we jump into game dev stuff. A little bit different than usual. So we have one more dev stream this week, usual time. There is not going to be a gameplay stream this Friday. I'll be traveling. I'll be out of state for a little bit. But I did get a lot of work done over the weekend. The piano puzzle is in fact not finished. We're not quite there yet, but we're close. I was working on some of the aesthetics I was wanting to get, so let's go ahead and get to lit. And let's go ahead and get this out of the way, and let's get the ghost off the screen. One thing I did want to mention, I have these poster boards that I'm going to be scattering across the school, meant to emulate something like this, like you see here. So, I was going to probably just, like, scan some documents, or just, like, some old paperwork that I had, and just fill this out. But I think it might be fun. If any of you are interested, and you're in the Discord, or have some other way to share stuff, if you want to draw something, or write something up, and then send it in the Discord, I can look at it, and then potentially put it up here. I do kind of reserve the right to omit anything that I think either doesn't fit the vibe, or just, you know, might break TOS. But I think it might be fun and interesting. Again, no guarantee, but if you want to make something, feel free to send it in the art channel on the Discord. I'll take a look at it. Obviously, of course, no copyrighted material. But there's an art channel under the game development section, if anyone is interested. What if I draw a picture of a puppy? I mean, that's fine. I'll take it. When you play it, you can find your puppy picture. You can't draw, it is perfectly fine. Like, keep in mind, I'm going to have to fill these out with something, and I want to put more throughout here. I need to figure out what the hell to put. Random. Hey, congrats to 100 subs, OMS. Congrats. It's a milestone. Keep it up. So we can go ahead and let's pop this out into, yeah, let's save all of this. We're going to play this as a standalone. We can check out some of the changes that we made. Today's going to be kind of chill. It's going to be a little bit, kind of like last time, a little bit more music focused than we usually do. But not quite to the same degree last time was. Last time was just a lot of tedium. And this is a little bit tedious, but not as bad, I think, as the other stuff was. So there are the new poster boards. I made these in Blender. I want to try to optimize them and then add normal maps to them. Because right now these pieces of paper are like actually three-dimensional, unlike these little wooden panels here. I tried to toy around with it and see if I could get something to look 3D while actually being 2D, but didn't have too much luck, so I might have to either toy around with that, or if it's under the file size limit anyway, I might just let it live. I talked about how I want the music box inside the piano to look, and I got that going. So let me actually pause Lo-Fi Girl. Pardon me. Ooh, it's quiet. Hold on. There it goes. It's a bit louder. I'm gonna have to turn that up. I don't know why it's so quiet. It didn't sound quiet when I was playing it earlier, but maybe that's just because I had my volume up pretty high and I didn't have any other music in the background. Made that in Blender, made the textures in Substance Painter. It looks better in Substance Painter because the lighting here is pretty bad. I think I would want to have the player's flashlight auto turn off, and I can control the lighting of this a little bit more. Let's go ahead and leave this. So what I need to do, and let me see if that's actually just as quiet as it is in-game, or if I've just lost my mind. No, that's about as quiet as it is in-game. Okay, let's get the music back. Sorry about that, it was kind of loud. What we're going to do today is, I need to do something in the engine, in the logic, at certain parts of the song. So what I'm doing right now is I have the duration of the song. I'm keeping track of that, and it's printing out to the screen, and you might have seen it there in the top left. It's increasing, and again, that's in seconds. I can also do percentages. That's the output. I'm multiplying it by the duration to get the overall seconds. A llama that makes music, that's pretty cool. I didn't write that song. That is a... Dmitry Shostakovich. It's a classical song. Public domain, which is nice. I did do some work to make it sound like a music box, though, to kind of transcribe it a bit. Boom. Audacity. So in Audacity, I can see where the spikes are in the individual notes, and it gives me the timestamps. So I'm going to open up a notepad, and we are going to go note by note. Let me do this. Where is my... Oh, here we go. I was looking for just my temporary folder. Let me go ahead and delete this. There we go. I'm going to make a new text document. Call this note times. Open it with code. Just because I like the dark background. Okay. And then what I'll do... have that always on top. And let's see. I'm gonna see how it sounds with the music, with the background music, as I try to do this, because I'm gonna be pausing it a lot. Or if I just should have it turned off entirely. I think I should just have it off. Okay. Okay. That's the first set. So, can I copy this wholesale? If I do seconds. Okay, I like that. Can I not just right click to copy it? What's going on here? Oh no. Are you telling me I can't just copy paste this? And what's the point of telling me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Not that it's like a huge deal, but it would have been nice if they didn't have to do this. Wait. Why is it not moving now? Oh, it's because it's in seconds and not milliseconds. Seconds plus milliseconds. Another random thing, but if you need any original music for an upcoming game or anything, then I'd be... Oh, are you a musician? I don't know if I would need anything like that, but feel free to share it in the Discord if you ever want to. Happy to listen to it. Okay. Um... So this is about 0.8 seconds. This is about 7.766. Let's see, is there like a way I can easily scroll? Yes. .117. This we can get this back on. .472. .824. 9.178. Hold on. Do. That's how many notes that first one should be. Okay. Uh, 9.53. .883. Also realize that I've been at 10.237. Then 10.589. Okay, so I messed up somewhere. That's too many notes. Oh, I think I counted those small ones. This is the last one at 11.651. We'll just work backwards until we sync up again. Then 10.583. 10.237. 9.53. Okay, there we go. Those should be the first ones. So, what we'll do to test this, now that we have these numbers, rather than going and grabbing the rest that I need, let's go test to make sure that this is, like, timed well enough with the way I plan to do this. Come on, there we go. I probably don't want to use the string. I probably want to use a switch with the float. Oh, come on. I hate how, like, the context sensitivity doesn't understand, like, some basic stuff. EF, switch on float. I passed it. What do you mean? Is there no switch on float? Oh, I guess not. Because that would be too many. Well, no. I feel like... Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I feel like you could only switch on a float. Unless I'm just totally off base. Because that's float type. If you ever figure out 3D modeling, I'd love to make some assets for your game. I'm still bad at art, though. Can't you use greater than or less than to get the same desired effect? Yeah, it's just going to be a lot more work. The switches are nice because I can just, like, have a bunch of these different pins rather than having a whole list of greater than equal to. But I might do that. And yeah, that'd be cool, Raph, about the modeling. Bit verbose, but it can work for finite things. Yeah. I'm also considering if I, like... Can I even edit these? I can get a start index, but that's it. I was thinking, like, what if I multiplied it by, like, 1,000? But then that wouldn't work, because then I would have 7766, and I could maybe start at 7,000, but I can't just jump to the next number. In C++, you can do that. For whatever reason, it doesn't let you do it here. So I think you're right, Raph. We're going to have to do it with greater than equal to. Probably just greater than. because time goes so quickly that it's honestly just going to be the same. Float greater than float, and we have 10 of these, so we'll just do this 10 times. Let's move these off to the side a little bit. I moved the thing I didn't want to. That's fine. We'll just copy it again. It is kind of an... I wish there was like a greater than branch rather than having to double it up like this. Oh, I guess that's why. One is an operation, one isn't. I guess for the sake of not having a bunch of just strings everywhere, let's get a new variable. We'll call this playback time. We're gonna make it a float. And at the beginning, we're gonna set it to this value here. And then here, we're just going to get another reference to it and pass it like this. And then we don't have a false execution. If they're exact numbers, you can use equals equals. Yeah, I just don't know how often the rate is going to be of it going through this duration here. It could be that it's like, it does 7.775, but then the next time it hits this is 7.768 or something. Like, it just misses it. That way, if we do greater than, it'll catch it regardless, because the amount of time between these isn't so short that I need it to be that fine-tuned. Could also make a macro for it. I could. I think you're right. I think that's a good idea. Note hit. We want to have a couple of inputs. We want the... can I get a reference here? Am I able to do this? I can, okay. So we want to do this as note time rather than playback time. And then same thing. This. Oh, we want an execution. I guess technically that should be above. And then we'll have an out. So only if our playback time is greater than our note time do we print the playback time and continue. Then we just do this, drop a note hit, and we just do this 10 times. can drop this down a little bit so we have a little bit more room to operate. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That might be too many because I didn't count at the jump there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely don't need them that far apart. And again, we're just using this initially for getting the timing right, or I guess seeing if the timing is right. I'll add more to it, but I want to test one piece at a time. Okay. 7.766. Probably just copy paste this. Ooh, that one copied wrong. Oh, it's 9, not 10, my bad. It's gonna print out, now that I think about it, it's gonna print out weird because it's going to hit the, this. Like, it'll hit this once, and then it'll do boom, boom, and do, do, do. So each note it hits, it plays one additional print, which I guess for the sake of the test is okay. But I might need to come up with something else in that macro to stop that. Hold on, let me get it louder so y'all can hear it. Again, so in the top left, the idea is that we're gonna see print messages as part of the main melody, hopefully. It's still quiet for you guys. I might need to do like sound adjustments, like make a sound settings in the game. Okay, that is not working. Don't know what's up there. Alright, let's think about this. Let's go back to just printing the time, and let me see if this about makes sense. Like what we have here on the times on our right. Okay, wait. I forgot that it doesn't do it on that first note. Maybe that's why I was confused. Okay, I think that is right. I think I was just, I forgot that that's how it worked. And I think that it's because it's printing out so many that I got confused. And as soon as it hits that first one, it just is always going to hit it. So I do think we need like a latch. What's the best way to do this, though? A gate, maybe? Gate? Or do once, just a bunch of do onces. Oh no, because then we would needed to go through. A for loop? How so? What I'm thinking is something like this, and I assume this exists, I just can't remember what it's called. Where it's kind of like a branch. It goes in one way. And as soon as it's done this first one, it goes the second way, you know, iteration 2 and up. But iteration 1, it hits this. So, in the for loop idea, are we saying x equals playback time? And then what? While x... For each loop, check if float is greater than or equal to each possible float. Break the loop if true. Oh. But wouldn't the loop always break on that first one? So let's say we had 1, 2, 3. The one break would work. But then would we not let it do 2? Or would it be like have some kind of incrementer? Like store the values into an array and then have it iterate through the array? Is that what you're thinking? Check if the float is greater than or equal to these. Greater than or equal to current possible float and not to the previous one. Oh, I see. No, I get it, I get it. I don't think you would need a for loop for that, because it's already looping. Just by virtue of this existing. And so we would just have, like, this is one pair that it's checked against. And then rather than breaking, you just return. And then this is the second pair that it checks against. I think if we can get something that does this instead, I think that's a quicker solution. to where that way we can still use the macro. And then just have this feed into like a second macro. So this is like, I want to do once, but with an exit. Do once multi-input. No. What does a gate do? Gate is just straight enter or exit. There aren't really two paths that come out of this. Multi-gate. Oh! What's happening here? It closes but can be reset. So is it hits this once, it goes to out 0. It hits a second time, it goes to out 1. Close the gate after the correct number is hit. Then reset for the extra next. Then reset for next note. Oh, okay. Let me think about execution here. Let's see what else is in flow control. Sequence. I think. Hold on. Actually, I don't know. I was excited because that was, I think, what I was initially talking about. But now that I think about it, I don't know if that actually will work with what I want it to do. Do N. No. Okay. Sequence is the same as normal in this case. The thing with multi-gate is I can't... How do I close it? Yeah, I think you're right. Because I think you're onto something with the gate. To where it's like, when we get to this out position... Oh, I can just make one with a macro. I could just program it into this. I can get a second output. Out. Hit. Miss. Oh, but then it doesn't close. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, I think you're right with the sequence not being great. Just plug next node into miss. I think you're right, but then we would have to just get a second note time to do that comparison, kind of like what you're talking about. Note time 2. Oops. An execution. We want float. And then we do a check to see if it's between these two, and then you're right. When it misses, it does the next one. When it hits, we just stop. Now I need to give myself a little bit more space here. Oh, I double-clicked that on accident. Whoops. Yeah. This is kind of like the for loop idea, but that way I don't need, like... The thing with the for loop is I didn't know how to give it these space of parameters in a way that would fit kind of the for loop logic flow. I'm sure there's a way that's more convenient than this. And then... we want to make sure that this is... like that. No, you're good, you're good. That's part of the fun. It's like, it's not a complicated problem to solve, but it's like, well, okay, well, what's the best way to do this? Let's test this. Shit. Well, that didn't work. Oh, because it's not doing a do once. The entire time the note is playing, it's hitting this. Okay. So here's the thing. For what I need to use this for, how I had it before works. It's just not easy to debug it. But the idea is that, like, something turns on and then kind of stays on. Which I guess, for the sake of this, works. And then having the miss is still a good thing, too. And then it's going to get mad at the input pins not matching up, which is fine. How do I fix this? Oh, that's how. You're going to get floats every frame, but you want to filter the output to 1 execution per correct float. Oh, what if we just have a do once here? Do once on the print. You're still running the macro every frame. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, hold on. Because you're right, even though this would do what I wanted it to, despite it being weird for debugging, I am running it every single frame, which means I would be updating the visibility state of the thing every single frame, which I don't think I need to do. Hey, what if we call this continue? So this is where I think the gate would be used then. Because we do want to, like, doing this arithmetic is negligible every frame. but like the print statement or whatever it is that I do here isn't. And so this is where I want to probably have the gate, where it gets done once, and then the second time, probably the multi-gate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. C++ is definitely going to be supreme here, but... executes a series of pins in order. Yeah. The thing is once the gate is closed, that just completely stops the flow at that point. I want it to be like, you know, here's the gate, and then here's the second gate for the second note. When this gate is closed, I want it to just move on to the second gate. But the way the gate works is it just stops here, and it doesn't get onto the second one. Global booleans, yeah, that could be a solution. I think that might be the solution. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think they call them global here too. Wait, no, you're right. They don't. It sucks because it seems like a common, like a sensible flow thing. You know what? Let's see if Gemini has an answer. It could just be something super simple that I'm taking. It's also recommending booleans. I'm thinking it's not worth, because setting a boolean each frame is going to be about what I'm doing anyway. I'm going to be setting the visibility of a light. So setting it from true to false. So setting something that's true to true a second time, I think is just as negligible as setting a boolean here from true to true. There might be a little bit more overhead because it's setting an actor rather than just a local, you know, whatever it is, 8-bit integer. But I think that this is ultimately going to be what I want to do. And let's actually put that to the test. Let's get some spheres here. Scale this down. Let's scale this down even more. .1? Dang, 0.025. There we go. Okay, this one. Let's make it even smaller to get it to be about the size that it's gonna be. How do I set... My camera speed is way too fast. And the scroll wheel is not doing the scroll wheel thing. Morning, Basti. How you doing? We're doing math. I was thinking on Friday when you said about Remedy making the next Silent Hill, and I thought to myself, haven't they already? Alan Wake is not a good person. He's violent and has a drug problem. He's then trapped in an otherworldly dimension that's evil reflection of the real world that uses specifically his own fears and ideas. That is a lot like Silent Hill. Kind of to the same point where, like, that's a lot like of what... that same concept is what Silent Hill F does without actually being a true-to-life Silent Hill game. I think, though, like, if anything, that just demonstrates that they could, like, if they got their hands on the IP, then that alone, I don't know, like, that would be, just think it would work, because they've already kind of proven themselves. Booleans is less taxing... Just checking booleans is less taxing than managing a bunch of floats and operations. Yeah, I agree. Just do what you need to do the moment the note is played. The idea is that, I'm gonna have these set to... Oh, can I change their color in Blueprint? It might just be easier to have these be, like, invisible. And then make them visible. At least for this test. I need to get the colors. The issue is, I don't know if I have them. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a little tedious. So, forgot what it is already. Oh, Bassie, I didn't show you this yet. I mean, it's not mind-blowing, but it's what I did over the weekend. Took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, because, oh my gosh, is getting things to spin in a way that looks good awful. The real problem about it is Remedy have a combat that they're really good at, which is high-octane superpowered running. That's why Alan Wake's combat felt a little off. Not very good for a horror game. Yeah, that's a good point. I think they could do it, though. They would have to do something that isn't that combat-focused. Alright, but check this out. I made the music box. Awesome. Let me get the notes. Okay, so yellow, blue, pink. So yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Someone have a pen? Can you write that down? Yellow, blue, pink, white, green, white, neon pink. Easy, right? Okay. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Let's start with that. It looks better in Substance Painter. Like this is the actual model for it. I think the lighting is just kind of garbage in that scene, so I could probably tweak it a little bit more. But I think it definitely looks much better here. Yellow, blue, pink. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Let's get blue next. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Okay. Another problem, it'd take them like 10 years because their physical start of a new town called Silent Hill. They can make a 3-season television show. It'd take them 10 years because their physical start a new town? Is that a typo? Or am I illiterate again? Could you play it again? Oh, the spinny thing? Did you have... Oh, you rewind? Yeah. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? I'll play it again in a sec for anyone who's popped in. Yellow, blue, pink... Then yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow, pink. Then I think it's white, green. Oh shoot, what is it? All right, we're going back in. So white, green, white, pink. White, green, white, pink. White. Don't get in trouble for us, Jessica. Your valiance is appreciated, though. A true hero among us. Let's see. White, green, white, hot pink. Oh, it's breakdown. I see. You have an innate ability to... it's because we're doing science. Science is fun. Speaking of, there's a song from Portal 2 called Science is Fun, and it's a banger. Hold on, we're playing that now. Portal 2, Science is Fun. Oh, this is not the one I thought it was. This is still good, though. I was thinking of Halls of Science. This is the one I thought it was. I was wrong. You should add an Easter egg where you press the piano keys green, pink, yellow, and red. Are the colors for a puzzle? Oh. Also, I hope this is the right color combination. Okay. So now... Oh no. Can I not just change the color? Oh no. I just want to change the instance of this color. It might have just been easier if I... Oh no. If instead of grabbing the whole material, if I just... Or instead of grabbing the number, if I just reuse the material. I think that's what I should have done. Was it blue, pink, blue, yellow? Oh, I forgot already. Make Easter eggs where the player can play FNAF and get... Oh, you guys. This is my game! So yellow, blue, pink, yellow. Yellow. This looks awful. Blue. Pink. Oh no. I'm gonna have to make these emissive to not look like garbage. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow. Then white. White, green, white. Oh, that's not right. What? Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Hold on. I totally messed it up. Oh. Oh, it's pink again. Then it goes white, green, white, neon. You are giving me ideas. Make an Easter egg where you have a 3D scan of your face in the end credits. No. Okay. So, here is the idea. I need to make a bunch of these static meshes again that are publicly accessible. I need to make 9 of them. Oh boy, this is filling up very quickly. Variable. Let's see. No 1. Guys, I promise we're gonna be done by Halloween, ye of little faith. 18 days is nothing to me. Oh, wait, idea. Because I don't want to name these. So if I do this... Okay, no, it still just does this. What if I delete this? Smart! Oh, but then they're all 0. Oh, hold on. I can fix this, I swear. Okay, now check it. Check it. We do this. We add a new input. Boom. Call it mesh. And then it's a static mesh, if I could spell, mesh actor object. If it's true, set visible. Set actor hidden in game. Not hidden. See? That's how we cook. In the master material, plug the texture into the emissive input. You can multiply the texture with the float parameter so you can customize the intensity of each material instance. That's a lot of words. I'm gonna have to reread those to understand, but it sounded smart, and it sounds like something I should probably do. Alright, my school internet is like McDonald's free Wi-Fi. Your life is freezing, but not I can still hear you. Oh, the live stream is freezing, but you can still hear the audio. I see. Is it good for everyone else? Hopefully. I've been known to crash a couple times. I do think adding an Alan Wake Easter egg would be fun. Add a typewriter to each one of the classrooms. Well, remember, I don't know if you were here yesterday when I mentioned this, Basti. I need to fill these out with stuff. And I think it'd be fun for people in the Discord or just anyone that has a way of sending me a PNG. As long as it's not copyrighted, and of course I have the, I reserve the right to omit and veto anything I don't think fits the vibe. But, like, I'm fine with, if you want to have art that's a reference to Alan Wake. Like, a reference to other games I think is fine. This is a free game that I'm making. So... that would be the place to do it. Haven't been seeing anything. Only your phony thing. We should all do a FNAF care. Oh my god. We did the Harry Potter quiz. That's as far as we're going, okay? Sheesh. I'm not losing control of my live stream again. Once was enough. Other than buildings, Drazi. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be anything. I will say no AI art. Just out of principle. I might make a post in the Discord too. That way, if anyone isn't here in the live. Oh, this is the piano cube. I want this. Here we go. Oh, I'm so glad there's nothing in my way of clicking things. Oh, sarcasm. I hate how big this image is. I know I can change its size, but to do that, I have to... Oh, I've messed up already. To do that, I have to go into like project settings. It's not like a quick thing to do. Okay. So this is how we will test if the timing is right. Actor hidden in game, true. It only did it for one, awesome. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, no, it did it for all. Okay, Swick. Swick? Sweet. Are we talking about the hair? Yes, we are. I got good ones rattling your mind. We should all convince Ren to do a quiz every stream so he forgets he's making a game. I'm fine doing that after after Halloween. After this is done. Then we can, you know, gerrymander, whatever the term is. We definitely need to do that. Just don't get him talking about pumpkin. Okay, those pumpkin is good. All right, let's see if it shows up. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Granted, it doesn't look good, but the timing is what I want it to be. I'm gonna have to take a look at what Raph said, because that might make it look better. I need to also make it blend in so it looks like it's a piece of the piano and not just these magical floating orbs. Bye, Jessica. Have a good one. Learn some cool shit. Oh, dang it. Oh, whatever, the music. I feel like that's a lot of notes to try to remember, even if it is just on screen the whole time. But I think it would just be funny. Also, let's turn off my flashlight and see how it actually looks. Because that first-person flashlight, I think, is really kind of killing the atmosphere there. Yeah, the casting is insane. They saw the Minecraft or the Super Mario Bros. Movie casting and the reactions, and they're like, "We need to try to top that." It's like Megan Fox, then Matt Pat for Toy Chica. So what I want to know, what are the lore implications of this? Does this mean that the waiter from the first movie died and became Toy Bonnie? I think it does. But don't the animatronics not talk? I think the first one they talked in was Sister Location, because that was when they added the microphones to them. But beyond that, I think you're right. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I trust whatever. I trust that the movie's gonna be fun, and if the showrunner is like, "Hey, look, I know they don't talk, but trust me, it'll be much funnier if they do." then I'm just gonna let them take it. Take it away. Oh, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. By the time I'm done with this game, and by the time you guys are done watching me work on this game, this song is going to be so ingrained in our minds that I have no idea if it even sounds appropriate for the environment and the atmosphere. I think it does, but honestly, it's like it's as what it's like akin to breathing at this point. That's how ingrained in my mind it is. The toy's talking to Ultimate Custom Night. Oh, that's true. Pat should be an animatronic, but they should just put a cardboard box over his head. They should have MatPat in the animatronic, but he just doesn't say anything, and you can't tell it's him. Also, if anyone is dropping by for the first time, I know I know that this doesn't apply to the 11 of you on YouTube, but it is my affiliate anniversary on Twitch. Where there's currently one viewer, and I think that's me. I'm gonna wish myself a happy affiliate anniversary because it auto-completed that message for me. A year ago today, Twitch was like, you get enough viewers to give you one of these things. Oh, someone moved over. Yes, keep it open on both tabs. I mean, oh, if only we could share the love of the platforms a bit. No, I'm kidding. Send whatever platform you need. Everyone went over to Twitch. Respect. Thank you. Okay, let's see what Raph was. Thank you, OMS. Raph was dropping some wisdom. I don't know if he left already. I can't remember if he said he had to go. Oh no, there he is. I think I can count how many times I've willingly gone to Twitch on one hand. Twitch is fun, but the discoverability on YouTube is definitely better. As a software developer, in terms of developing Daisy, there are a lot more tools for her on Twitch than on YouTube. And because she doesn't work super well on YouTube, I don't have it turned on very often. In the master material, plug the texture into the emissive input. You can multiply the texture with the float parameter, so you can customize the intensity. I might even have I might have even done that. Hey, I didn't do that. Whoops. Okay. Emissive color. No, it's just not in there. I mean, in all honesty, I just need I need the same color keys, but just a solid color. Kind of like this. And so we could just call this light. Material. No, not material. I want to make a folder. Call the folder all these lights. Did I name the folder? Oh my god. Lights. What's the name of your book? Book. Let's see. We have yellow. Oh, I should probably... Whoops. I should make this just a master. Material... Emissive... Master. I spelled emissive right? No. Gosh, okay. I was close. 1 M, 2 S's. I made a vid about Poppy Playtime in VR, and my mic made it sound like I was underwater. Honestly, those are the best videos on YouTube. The vector will represent RBG values. I see. Here we go. So, color. I guess we can probably do, like... We can do... metallic. Okay, I did spell it right. That didn't look like the right spelling. Specular. Just giving myself values to play around with, honestly. Roughness. And then I don't think I need those other ones. Opaque. Translucent. Well, let's see. What does translucent look like if I make it blue? I don't know what the difference here is. Oh, just light going through it? Yeah, it's just light. Might as well make it translucent, though. We don't really need it to cast shadows. And then let's add another for multiplier. This changes the intensity. I guess I should call it intensity instead. Intensity. Default to 1. Emissive. Oh, I need to make an instance, not a copy. Material instance. Call this M-I emissive yellow. Then we want blue. What color do you think this is? Why do I not have like a purple on here? Maybe because it was too close to... Wait, do we have a purple over here? We do. Oh no, that's pink. Maybe because it's too close to pink. Let's see. Let's grab this. How's my weekend? My weekend was good. It was busy but productive, and I was able to get some time in on this, which is good. It's what I wanted. Yeah, I think that stands out more. I like that. How about you? So, was it yellow, blue, no. Yellow, blue, purple. Oh, I think this is it. Do. I think that's gonna be our new color. So, we have a missive yellow. We have a missive blue. We have a missive purple. A missive pink. A missive white. Technically it's light blue, but it's close enough to a white. And then a missive lime. Oh no, this one's definitely green. That first one is lime. So first up is yellow. I'm just realizing if my game gets popular, it's just not going to become brain rot, but they will probably be like, oh, that's inevitable. What kind of game are you making? Yeah, that's a good question. You have an idea for it yet? It's a mascot horror. I see. I'll warn you. Don't overscope. We're the kings of overscoping here. Pink. That, in fact, is not pink. There it is. White. And then lime green, which is you. Um, yeah, I'm cooked. What's wrong with a solo dev making an open world, fast-paced MMORPG with multiple endings and a new game plus in 6 months? Absolutely nothing. Do it. In fact, quit your job, drop out of school, because it's gonna be awesome when it sells. Disclaimer, don't do that. Don't. It's a really good point for... It means they just want to add onto parts I assume are not actually in the... Oh. The highest praise you could get. They're thinking about you for sure, or at least the game. Ooh, those pinks are kind of similar. Or I guess one's purple, one's pink. Can we make this purple darker? And kind of still preserve the purpleness without overlapping with blue. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. Let's apply that to the key down here. Here. There we go. And these aren't quite glowy enough. What was that disappointing? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's change this default value of our intensity to a 2. That, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like potentially considering having lights do this as well. There's a way to like use a missive as like light source. If I could spell emissive right. Use emissive for static lighting. Not really doing it. Yeah, that's why I didn't touch the emissive intensity. Keeping it at 1, I think, is where I want it to be. Oh, not the... Alright, that's just gonna stay down there for now. Ignore the double audio. I'm half debating, like, I chose the lines that I did because they sounded like the best response to a call in the song. Because you can hear here. Like, those first three notes, or those first four, definitely lend themselves to something responding to them. But it might be easier if I just flip them around. Because then there's less buttons for them to press. Who knows? Not me. Now the other thing I was thinking about doing, Raph, is making it so, like, those light up, with, like, movable lights? Where am I? Also, my camera speed isn't changing with my mouse cursor anymore. I don't know why. But the issue with that is that you can only have a certain number of movable lights that close to each other. Okay, I've lost the plot. Why am I so far? It's gonna be called Happy Hollow, but I changed it because there is a zoo called Happy Hollow. I don't want to get sued. You can boost the emissive intensity, just be careful applying RGB values to other objects with different textures, as the colors can mix and warp. Looking at your channel, OMS, you don't have anything about your game. How long have you been working on it? Good question! I would recommend streaming it, personally. Build up some hype for it. And, the more you talk about it, the more you're going to want to work on it, because you don't want to let people down that are interested in it. Trust me. The king of procrastination. I was thinking of adding lights here, but the issue with that is, well, one, where the heck is this light? There it is. Like, you can't have... Can I make this even smaller? It looks like anything less than 8, it just gives up. Oh wait, no, there it is. See, something like this, but the issue with this is that it doesn't let you have this many movable lights that close to each other. Unless I did something like... that, but I don't know if that's casting any light. But that definitely is. Because I think as long as they're not overlapping, you can have as many as you want. So we made your game as much as you did. Does that mean, what? What? I can't hear you. I'm in a tunnel. I've been working on it for a few months, but I haven't gotten far out in actual development. I've mainly been working on lore and stuff. Practical lighting is putting a point light directly over a light bulb. Cinematic lighting is putting lights where everything looks good, but makes sense, like a large point light in the middle. Yeah. The best example I think I could find of this is, like, if you go to Universal Studios or any other theme park, you will find they have, like Raph was saying, practical lighting, right? Like, if you're in, a spooky environment. They'll have like table lamps and shades and stuff like that. But if you like look up above the ceiling, you'll find that they have also like spotlights and stuff. And you just do the same thing in Engine that you would do there. Except you'd make those lights invisible. That does look kind of sick nasty. Not gonna lie to you. The intensity is perhaps a bit too intense. It does look like it'll let me do it, though, because they're not overlapping. Let's also see if I set this as a child of this. So what was this? Sphere 10? Okay, no, it doesn't actually hide it. Oh, wait, maybe it does? Hold on, let's check. We can go ahead and hide this. No, it's not hiding that last light. So I would have to set, rather than set actor not visible, or set actor hidden, I would have to set it to visible. No, that also doesn't change it. I would have to like get all children and set them hidden also. Which I might be able to do. Get child. Oh, get all child actors. Nice. Okay. Get... Don't give me a copy. Just get... Oh, I hate how it does this. Get me a reference, dude. QRST. It's under utilities. Utility array. Get a reference. Okay, now it just returns a copy. I guess it doesn't matter after all. And then... Hidden? That actor hidden in game. This isn't gonna backfire. Surely it's not. I have a cool game recommendation. It's called Dead of Night. It's a live action and it's a narrative-driven ghost hunting game. Only problem is it's hard. That's a massive problem.
Ah, Maya, I presume. Don't be alarmed.
Oh, I've seen this before. I watched Instant play it. Why not just boost the intensity of the emissive materials? They produce light after an RGB value of 1. Do they? It says it's a static light. We need movable light. Because with static light, it only exists when it's baked into the mesh. Or, excuse me, baked into the light maps. Movable lights you can turn on and off. Which is what I would need in this case. Because I can't have the baked map, or baked light map. Unless I'm mistaken here, we can check it out. Let's go to a dark place here. Grab a cube. And emissive, set it to 2. And then emissive. Use emissive for light source. Like this. It's not really, like, it's glowing. But I wouldn't say it's like lighting up the surrounding area. How does it look here, by the way? Let's quiet all these lights. I guess that actually doesn't look too bad. I just don't know if that's distinct enough of a color scheme. It might be, actually. Because all I'm really looking for is, like, that glow around it. Which this is kind of doing. Because I don't think I would need this amount of light for it. Alright, let's rock with this then. And let's see how it looks. We'll keep this here as a backup. And we'll delete these. Detach it. And we'll move it kind of up and out of the way. We'll put it inside the piano. That way we have it. Actually, let's put it under the piano because there's no light down there. There we go. I think that 20 intensity, like you mentioned, I don't know if that's what you mentioned for the 20, but I think it looked okay. I think that looks good. I think that purple might need to get kicked up a little bit. I think the rest we can probably drop down to 15. And I think this emissive purple, we can probably kick up to like... It's 25 look. So, oh, I see. Yeah, I was gonna say the blues and the purples are kind of darker. Which isn't an awful thing. As long as they're distinct enough, and it looks like they still are. Let's kick this up to a 35. See, that's when these start to blend together a little too much. So we'll drop this back down to a 25. I think this looks okay. I think like once the rest of the board is there, like the wood piece where it's like meant to be engraved into, I think it'll look cleaner. But I do agree that that looks better than adding all the light sources, and it's also just cleaner implementation-wise, which is also a plus. let's mute this. I think that's good. Also, if anyone's curious, they're not just going to kind of appear out of thin air like that. The idea is, I can just draw this out real quick. Hold on. Steam keeps complaining about something. There it goes. It keeps trying to open Steam VR. I need to disable that. The idea is that, like, I'll model an object like this, where it's like, this is the wall of the piano that we're looking at. So the player, like, the keys are down here. And then when I spawn in the object, I spawn it the circle, like, just above it. So it looks like it's this orb turning on, when in reality, I'm just spawning the object slightly in front of it. So that it seems like it's an LED that's glowing. Alright, the question is, couple different things that we can do. From here, I mean. One is that we could get it to where... Oh man, this is tough. One is we could try to test how it feels if we swap the player's part. So give the player these other notes, which are much fewer. The thing I would have to consider, though, is would the keys down here change? Because that might mean I would have to redo some of that. The other thing we could do is what I was talking about, where we have this. We can model this piece. We can give it some textures. Finally, give this little bit here some texture. The other thing we could do is get this second row in, and then maybe even the third. Or finally, we could have it so that it tracks the player's input on this side when it's the player's turn, like when the music goes quiet. I know that's a lot of things I just said. I need someone to give me a recommendation. Pretty please. Hey, Hod. How you doing? Let's see. Let's undo some of the changes, because I think I was using this as to test a couple things. Let me put it back to how it was. Okay, so if we did the opposite part, let's see what that would sound like. So this would be the part that plays. And so if we reverse the role, it would sound like this. It might be very quiet. Okay, it's not great because these are here, so let's get rid of this also. Because you can still hear the melody as part of this. When it's kind of supposed to be isolated. Try that again. See, the issue I have with that, because, like, it sounds okay, like this part. And then the quiet part here sounds okay, too. And then the follow-on also sounds okay. The issue, though, is that there's not really any good indication for the player on when to start playing. Which is what I'm missing. So, I mean, because I do kind of agree, keeping the notes to 4 to 5 in total. You can also have 1 note per line. What do you mean by 1 note per line? Let me, sorry, turn that down again. Also, Hoden, not sure if you saw the new music box, but let me go ahead and show that off too. I think what I'll do, this might be a tomorrow thing. Is like maybe find some way to get the opposite to work. Oh yeah, this is the new music box that I made. Have you ever been scared playing a game on stream? A few times, yeah. Silent Hill 2 scared me a bit. I think there were a couple of games that, like, I was genuinely scared, like, playing just because the tension was good. Like what? I would have to look back at the game list. Back to this, here's the other thing that I'm thinking. Is I haven't talked about this. There's another part to this that I haven't talked about intentionally, but it's a form of adaptive difficulty, I guess you could say, where if you can't get it for a certain amount of time, it just kind of gives it to you. So with that in mind, does that justify having the longer notes? Or is it still going to be better to have it to where it only has the 4? Thoughts? Waiting for feedback here. To be fair, it is late for a lot of you, and it's also early for a lot of you, so I only heard part of that. So with this puzzle, there's a piece of it that I haven't talked about, somewhat intentionally, but there's like, I guess, a failsafe or adaptive difficulty, where if you don't get it after a certain amount of time, like if it loops a handful amount of times, then it just gives it to you. With that in mind, and there's more to it than that. It's not just like, I don't want to reveal the hand too much, and maybe I will if we discuss it a bit more. But with that in mind, does that justify having the longer patterns? Or is that still unjustified? My thoughts are that I'm incredibly bored and don't understand what's going on. You used the wrong board. It's B-O-R-E-D. Got him. I wonder if we can get like some cog sound effects. Something just like light to put in the background. You think just giving it to the player is not the best solution, but the current system might cause frustration. That is good feedback. Okay. Let's evaluate what notes we would need if we did the opposite. Because people who are playing horror games are not trying to play Guitar Hero. Fair enough. So we're gonna have to undo a fair amount here to get us back to where we were. And let's open up a new sequencer. Ah. Okay, so that's the first set. It goes these ones. Okay, then it's these. Missed that one. So now if we combine these down, and now that we did this, we can bring the music back. Random thing, but last year you met CG5? What? I would work for Uber nerds like us. Oh, it would work for Uber nerds like us, but my mom would find it tedious. My dad would get bored, and the average normie, it has hand-eye coordination of. That's fair enough. He's the guy that made a lot of mascot horror songs. Pretty good ones too, in my opinion. I remember him. Oh, I don't know if it was like the high school days of mine or what, but he's pretty well respected just as a musician. Like he was hired by the developers of Poppy Playtime to write a song for them for like a promotional thing. Seems kind of like a goofy guy, but you kind of have to be. Okay, how many notes is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what we have now, isn't it? Not that I know of, Basti. Long windows to hit notes. Visual guide for current song position. Yeah. I would like to add a lot more accessibility features, but I'm going to prioritize getting this out by Halloween, and then I'll continue to work on it afterwards. So that, like, instead of using colors, I would use, like, just the letter on the keyboard that it corresponds to. And as for like the windows you need for hitting notes, it's what I have in mind. So like this section, right? As long as you play that order of notes anytime within about this time frame, you can have it all within this first bit or all towards the end. I'm thinking that's fine. That's acceptable. It's up to you how complex you want it, though. You're also making the game for a smaller, nerdier group as opposed to a mass appeal. But ultimately, it's up to you how you want to handle this. I'm fine with it being a little bit more complicated because of that, what I'm calling a failsafe, to where I want it to be difficult enough to where some players will hit it. Because I want it to be, like, there's something I have designed as a part of that. Almost like a scripted death. But not exactly. You can also allow button mashing. Yeah, I don't think I would want to allow button mashing, though. Because then that would be too easy. Because then you just, like, go across the... That was louder than I wanted it to be. But you just do that like 5 times and then win. I'd say probably I want 40% of people who play this to fail. Maybe 30. No, yeah, I absolutely appreciate the feedback. I mean, that's why I do this. If I push back, that's not me saying idea is bad. That's me kind of internalizing it and half talking to myself. I do like, it seems like this works. And I don't even know, is this the same keys that we have? Are these the same buttons? Let's take a screenshot of this. I used to have one open in paint.net. I don't know if I closed it. No. Okay, let's take a screenshot of it. Can I rotate this? Let's see, what do we have here? So this is G6, then B6C, then D, D7, F7, G, G sharp 7, A sharp 7. So we would just need to move this orange to this key. That would be the only change on the keyboard. And that would limit, so at least like this first measure, it would go from these 9 buttons to just 4. And then on the second measure, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it increases difficulty by 1. And then on the final one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even then, it gets like increasingly more difficult. And by a factor of 1. So I think that just makes sense. As opposed to this, where it goes 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess that also does go by 1. And then I was also potentially considering this, like having this be playable, although I feel like that might be a bit much. Because it is just a lot of back and forth of the same note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It could be a thing where, like, after Halloween, like, once the first release is done, I could add, like, a difficulty option for the puzzles, and then maybe, like, find some way to make the other puzzles more difficult, too. But I do think that that's good. The only thing that I think is missing here is a indication for when it's the player's turn, which I already have in mind, where kind of alongside these on the edges, I plan to have like a let's see if I can make one real quick. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Sorry, my screen keeps going dark whenever I do this. Uh, 0.005. Emissive master. Let's do this. Emissive white. Oh, let me get the music back because I forgot to turn that on. Oops. Emissive warm. So, like, this would kind of... Kind of like how when the individual note lights up. There would be something like this on the other side as well. And then these go dark and then only one of these will light up when it's that row. Something like that. Lady Dear Thing just wanted to offer some feedback. The feedback is much appreciated. Thank you. I think that is going to make a world of difference, Raph. So thank you for speaking up about it. Because, I mean, you've all seen me, or I'm sure some of you have seen me play games that I get frustrated in. And I often talk about how you could have so many good things about a game, but if you have something frustrating that kind of takes you out of the experience, it can kind of dilute the flavor of the whole game. So I need to kind of be conscious about that too. Take my own advice. A number of people falling into it isn't too important, but some people might fail repeatedly and become frustrated, so maybe after a certain number of attempts, adapt the difficulty a bit. I have a lore question. How public is Flake? The name of the company is Snowflake, not Flake. Like, is it as known as BlackRock, like Shady Company, or is it a respectable, well-known company, or is it completely unknown? The intention is that it's like niche but relatively known. What I'm imagining is kind of about the same popularity as the ghost investigation people in Phasmophobia. To where it's like, if you were to look up something adjacent to it, you might kind of bump into it. Not quite Umbrella level, but not like Secret Underground. But that isn't really going to play too much of a role here. Like, it's not going to be too important. Iteration time is also something to keep in mind. Small changes can wait. We should get Ren to play Smash. Oh my gosh. I like the new... I like this idea, where we swap which stanza the player hits. I think that's what I want to roll with. Rather than trying to implement that now, because that's a lot of also like continued tedious work, let's work on a couple of the other things that I'd mentioned. One of them was modeling the actual bulb itself. Let's see, that's the code. This is the model that I made in Blender. We would go back into Blender to do this though. We may as well open up a new project. Actually, let's open up the piano. It's not the Rotted Recollections piano. It's the one under Realm of the Depths. Definitely save this. Because this is what I wanted to look at. Can we do... Oh, no. Let's rotate this 90. Or, I guess, negative 180. And so, I'm not really going to be applying too many things on this directly right here, but I do want to kind of use it for a sense of scale. So we're going to add a new mesh. We're going to make it a cylinder. We don't need that much of a radius, or not radius. We don't need that many vertices. Something like that'll probably do. Change the depth. And then we can go ahead and kind of keep tweaking this as we get a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and select this face. Kind of inset to give it that divot. Extrude downward. Inset again. Go up. Whoops. Bring it up. Set again. And then bring that up. And what we can do, select this. Round this out a little bit more. Mark this as sharp. Mark this as sharp. This is sharp. And we don't need it, but we might as well mark this as sharp also. Now we shade smooth. And there it is, our little LED bulb. Should I increase the vertices here around the edges to make it a little bit more circular? I feel like this is a bit too polygonal. Hey Blue, how you doing? See, gears and color is very pretty. Yeah, we're working on the music box portion. I think because we're looking at it, well, let's see. I guess it depends on how small it is. Oh, I messed that up big time. It's gonna be a bit bigger than that. Like that. So in all seriousness, I asked my mom about the puzzle. She loves Resident Evil games and the like. She gave an interesting solution that might not work due to time, but good for future reference. It's just a browser game. Yeah, but it's also something I'm having fun making. The only thing that I'm really letting limit myself here is the timeline. I'm fine making decisions like this. Like, I'm fine contemplating on stuff like this as long as time permits. Because this is really the only major puzzle that I haven't done before. Like the other, like the combination locks I've done, the puzzle or the camera changing stuff I've done, the using keys to unlock doors I've done. This is really like the more complicated puzzle here. Yeah, I mean, don't do too many vertices. I don't know how to spell it. Yeah, I think this might be good. Let's export this and see how it looks. Just as a standalone. LED. Selected objects only. We'll drop it here in this lights folder. If I can remember my alphabet, here it is. Alright, have players find missing keys on the piano. So that is part of it. That is part of it. Yep, one of the keys will be missing. Once all keys are placed in the piano, let players play the individual notes in the correct pattern with no time constraint. On success, play the jingle. Roundabout to make Game of the Year a browser game. I'm doing awesome. I lost an earbud for wireless headphones Thursday and yesterday. When I checked my pockets after washing... Oh. My earbuds have been, like, breaking. Like, they don't charge anymore unless I put them into the charging case in, like, a very particular spot. Ooh, this might be too small. Bump up the scale a little bit. So, Raph, to your point, I like that. Couple of things. At least for this specifically. Because I think Resident Evil 8 had a puzzle like that. You didn't have to find the key, but it did let you kind of play the tune regardless of any kind of time constraint. But without that time constraint, it makes the other part of the puzzle, which is done, and I'm purposely hiding, less impactful. And I think the payoff of that part is something I want to land well. And I know that's like cryptic and it's hard to provide good feedback when I'm not talking about too much. And it might like not even land at all. And so if I only prioritize that thing, then everything else fails because of it, then yeah, it's going to be a problem. Also, Hoden, I think you were right. This definitely looks fine as is. With just like this poly. The normals look kind of scuffed, but that's probably just because I exported it at such a small scale. Let's see how it looks up close. Let me see. It still works and was on only 70% battery. Oh, okay. True, I forgot about the puzzle, and true, it was forgettable. What even is this round thing? Oh, yeah, you weren't here as part of that. The idea is that it's an LED that kind of tells the player what color or what note to hit. And it's more so just a visual indicator than anything else. And so the idea is, like, rather than just having these spheres appear out of nowhere, is I have these things. And then the spheres kind of appear over top of it, like this, making it look like it's an LED that's turning on, rather than anything just kind of appearing out of the animation. You guys are providing really good feedback tonight, which I think, and I know I've said this a bunch, I want to have, like, see if I can get this to be the full complete puzzle, including that kind of second part that I mentioned. Or it's not really a second part, but it's like something else that kind of happens. And then we'll go through it live on stream for people that are here. And even though that'll kind of spoil it, I think that's going to be worth it in the end to get kind of that live feedback and kind of workshop it. Because a lot of the cool stuff that we have here so far like the colors were recommended by Blue, I believe. The swapping to the lower notes, of course, were Raph. Do you have a company logo yet for Snowflake? I do. Let me see. It's in here somewhere. It's meant to look like the Biohazard logo, while also kind of looking like a snowflake. Oh, let me open up a new window. Because I don't want to close this. That's not it. There it is. That's the prototype I came up with for it. Uh-oh, I got lost again. Oh, also, Hoden, don't know if you were here when I mentioned this. I have these little poster boards in this hallway here. I'm going to start filling it out with just things to kind of fill the environment a bit more. Ultimately, trying to get something to sort of similar to this, like stuff, like little posters and pamphlets here. There's like, it looks like a guitar poster. But I think it would be fun if people from the Discord want to like submit art of their own, or like anything that they think would be fun to throw on there, as long as it's not copyrighted, and I reserve the right to omit and reject anything that gets sent. But I think it'd be fun to have people's work in here that have been tuning in live. Cool, cool. Do you have it as an image? No, not yet. I could just take that and then like turn it to 2D. It's not too hard. I wanted a 3D version for something I was working on for this, which may or may not make it in. Okay, let's test the... let's test it in full screen. Can you? Yeah. I'll show you in a sec. Oh, that looks so cool. I mean, maybe to you it doesn't, but like seeing it slowly come together is just, it's just fun. It's why I like this hobby a lot. Oh yeah, let me show you what I was talking about, Basti. So in Blender, you can switch to like an orthographic view. And then we can isolate it. And then there's a way that I can like remove the background, also like the grid. And then either just take a screenshot of this and then export it into something that'll clean it up. Like GIMP or something like that. Thank you. Can you do that now? Why? Oh, I see. You're gonna make a poster? Sure. Easy enough to do. How do we hide the grid? View. You're gonna wildly improvise lore? Uh-oh. If it doesn't align, I might have to make some editorial adjustments. Blender, remove grid. Click the overlays drop-down menu in the top right of the 3D port. What? Oh. Grid. And then cursor? No. How do I get rid of the orange dot? I mean, I guess that's easy enough. I could just set origin to something completely different. Origin 3D cursor. There we go. That is not the right color, though. There it goes. Can you do a white background? Sure. I might be able to do we can do a white background, and then we can also do a like no background. Like that. Oh, that's not white. I guess it is. It's kind of scuffed with how it did the background removal. Let me try this. That looks cleaner. What? Why is it green? Sumimasen? What the heck? Why is it green? Maybe the export is colorblind? I don't know. Oh yeah, look at this. What? Why does it turn that? That's so weird. Hold on. Maybe it's the opacity? Let's just do this, and we'll reduce the threshold quite a bit, so it doesn't grab something it shouldn't. That's better. Okay. Now we can do that. Okay. Kind of like the green, like the Northern Lights. We'll throw it in there too. Take it easy, Hoden. I'll be rocking the live for another, like, 10 minutes or so. For those of you who are sticking around. Okay, so that looks good. I think I would need to re-export it, because if we look there, that's a little scuffed, and that's because of the size of this. So realistically, what I want to do is make it bigger so that it exports cleaner. Let's actually unwrap this correctly. Go to UV editing. Well, first let's do Control A. Apply all transforms. Then we, this actually doesn't look too bad. What's the Smart UV project look like again? No, the default definitely is better here. Okay, then we export as selected. Then we can simply re-import this. And they're much bigger. They're also facing the wrong way. Did I change the location when I did this? No. I don't know why it's... I just changed the scale. Why did it freak out? Oh, is it at least cleaner? It is. What is going on with this? Wait, what? Oh, this re-import is going crazy. Why is it not doing what I want it to? It thinks its origin is way down there. There we go. Still a little cooked. Hold on. Oh, it's because they didn't change the scale here. Let me do this a way that's smart. Make this all a scale of like what, 10? That's nowhere near as big as I thought it'd be. 100. Export FBX. See, game development is a lot of that. It's a lot of like minor tweaking. Huh? I changed your scale. Why are you not changing the scale? I command you. Why is there a classroom number for the... Oh, is there a classroom number for the room the piano is in? Not that I know of. Hold on. Let me share with you kind of what I had in mind for the updated map. Can I copy this? No, that doesn't copy that. So the idea, and I'm not going to make this one super clean because I don't think you're going to be using this, but the idea is that the room with the piano is probably going to go here where the stairs are, either on this side or this side. I'm also... Ooh, what was that? How do I fix this? Alright, well, we're cockeyed now. The alternative is that maybe here, like make it this room. Oh, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. I think I'm honestly more so leaning towards this room here. But no, they don't really have numbers so far. If I copy this, even though it's crooked, how's it going to give it to Discord? Oh, that's fine. Also, why is this? What does that mean? How you doing, Coding Kid? Okay, let's cheat. We're gonna cheat. I think the answer is that it thinks it's the same file, so it refuses to update it. But if we do LED2, I don't think it's gonna know. It's gonna think this is a new file. I need to update the scale. Shit. What's going on? Okay. Temp. Okay, no shot. What? Am I exporting to the wrong location? I don't get this. Okay, this worked. Wait, no, it didn't. Oh, maybe this is the updated scale, and it's just not big enough, and I'm just really bad at figuring out how to do this. Okay. Well, wait, no, because look at how big the piano is. There we go. Holy crap, that took way too long. Why? Just rotate 90, dude. Here, let's do this. One. If anyone knows why it does that, like why I had such a huge import issue, please let me know. I hate when that happens. You're another alt of rocking. Oh my god. The dead internet theory is real, but not because of bots, but because everyone online is Zen. Every single bot you see is just Zen. True story. Hey Zen, check this out. I made a music box. I don't remember the next part. I didn't get that far. You cooked hold on. What FilePy JPEG would be better because it's smaller file type. I'm gonna try to... Let's see if we can get this exported onto the website. Last time we had an issue with the lighting, but I think that's because I had it changed. So that it builds specifically for local play rather than browser play. But I think that's easy to swap back. I think it's a Boolean. HTML5 build. Oh, I can't click it. Oh, but it also is set to true. Oh yeah, no, this looks cooked. The lighting's all kind of messed up here. Is it because it thinks it's lit outside? I think it does. Okay, yeah, it's not setting it to hidden in-game on start. Which is weird, because it should be doing that. It does it here, I think. Oh, it's not doing that. Hmm. We're gonna try to fix the lighting here, and then we're gonna wrap up. So it's when I change camera... No, it's on start. Here. Skylight. If HTML build is false. Read and write, visible, editable anywhere. Quick Discord, Basti looks way better than what I made. The unattractive llama. Oh. Should have made this scarf red. True, forgot I could just make... Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh. Hold on. I have an idea. Ah. Shoot. I did an oopsie. Where did the paper go? LMNOP. Oh, it's in the ground. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, good. Why? Also, I need to... You can just use the image as reference. What? I need to get it, because right now the image is stretching to fill this out. Oh, wait, I can scale it, can't I? I can just manually get it to fit in the margins, I think. At the top left, where it says New in Blender. Wait, what should I do? Oh, wait, oh, I see. This. But then that's not how it's actually going to export, though, is it? Don't I have to, like, make this into a material here? Or how does that work? Hold shift when scaling to make small adjustments. Well, now that I did that, export the model, the textures will align now. Oh! Thank you. And then let's also see if we fix the first person thing. Yeah, Raph, good one. I totally didn't know that worked. Like that, at least. Let's get this exported and onto the website, hopefully. HTML5 build is false if we do it like this, and then play. It's still scuffed. How do I fix this? Well, let's also give us our flashlight back. Visible. Is this an actor? What object is this? It's a component. Get actor. Get parent. Set hidden in game is true. Oh, this is what I should do. Set visibility false. What? Sure. It's still cooked. I don't get it. It's not setting itself to invisible. It's this one. Actor hidden in game. Oh, am I setting it to false or true? No, I'm setting it to true. UV data is kept on the model. The textures are just applied onto the model's existing UVs. Oh, is there Adobe watermark over some of my neat poster? Yes, is that fine? Also, yes. Does this not get my parent? Is it the skylight component? Oh, it gets the scene. That seems to me like something I'll fix later. But just for the sake of getting this looking good. Yeah, this is forever gonna be on my fucking downloads folder. Awesome. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's here. Why is it sex? Who's Sexy Sam? I'll fix it later. Is that a character? Is that... Do we own the rights to that? It is not the same character. Do not Google it. It's your OC? What the hell is that? Oh, I see, I see. From your mascot, it's your mascot horror character. I got you. Alright, let's hope this doesn't crash. There's a very strong possibility it will. Or it's going to be too big of a file size. Oh shit, it's going to rain tomorrow. I hate the rain. This crossover when. When's the due date for your puppy drawing? If you want it to be ready for Halloween release, before Halloween. But I'd be down to update things after the fact. I feel like there's gonna be some lingering bugs and features that are like things I'm gonna need to keep working on after Halloween. Not that I'll need to once the game is in a playable enough state, but I'd like to clean it up when where I can to make it nice. Some perfections or some imperfections I'm gonna leave imperfect. Because I feel like I don't need to clean up every little edge. Like, I don't care too much about there being a crease in this wallpaper or like these creases here. If this was Return on this day, I probably would. But not for Recollections of the Desolate. You'll use your best crayons. The red one is the tastiest. Agree. It always gets hung up on 4 out of 6, but that's also because that's my biggest C++ file. I don't know what it is about it that it hates so much. How many lines of code is it? Like, it's not that complicated. It's only 600 lines of code. Then again, it is controlling, like, everything. So if anyone is new to the export and they don't know how it works, if my file size is bigger than 250 megabytes, that's a problem and it won't let me upload it. 250 megabytes is not a lot of space. It's not. I'm really hoping that the poster board doesn't take up a lot. We can actually check. If we go to the cork board, because I didn't optimize the cork board like I'd wanted to. Because I used cork board high poly, which in and of itself is how big of a file? Okay, that is small. So I think I'm fine with that. The textures themselves, it'll give me a yellow warning here if it thinks it's above. Ooh, I'm seeing lots of yellow. Hopefully I'm sure it's fine. Yellow we can live with. Red, well, red is a bit more difficult to live with. That's a good sound. Alright, how big is our... Oh, look at that, 200. Alright, PogChamp. Let's go upload this. Let's download the oldest one. Just so that I have a backup. And then we'll delete it because I can only have a gigabyte's worth of games on here for this project, and that that accounts for about 4 of these uploads. So There's a plugin I can get that makes this faster, this importing to itch.io, but I don't do it enough for me to spend the time to get it. At least not yet. I probably should and could. What version are we on? 9. Writer Recollections V9. How evil is Flake? At this point in the lore, not too bad. They're more of like a aperture science level right now. And again, their name is Snowflake, not Flake. I like the longer full word, kind of like umbrella, having it be 2 syllables. Alright, let's see if this does anything for us. Who needs that light down there anyway? It is kind of weird. Ooh, that's backwards. It's fine. Night vision isn't working as long as I still have that one bug. Why is it so dark in here? Oh, it's because that one light is cursed. Okay. No, no, those things aren't showing up. Oh, that's a bug that I'll fix. I'll probably fix these bugs on Wednesday. I'll get it to work. I'll finish as much of the puzzle as I can tomorrow. No! Why did you make it? It's fun anyway. I'm making a schizo poster. If I get some right, get something wrong, you can just say random rate. I see. This hurts my soul. There might be something weird with the export. I could figure it out later. I don't know why I liked this one. All right. Well, that's the stream, folks. The itch.io export is still a little scuffed, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it in due time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of more people have been joining these dev streams, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I think we hit like a peak of like 12 people tonight, like concurrently. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. As always, you're always encouraged to chat, give feedback, but even if you just want to sit back and lurk, you're more than welcome, rather, to be here. And we are happy to have you. Anything else? Oh yeah. Again, it is been a year officially since I became Twitch affiliated. Woo! What does that mean for you on YouTube? Absolutely nothing. My Twitch has since Well, my time is passed on Twitch. No one is on Twitch to watch. Which is, you know what? It's fine. I'll take YouTube. I'll take the YouTube folks. I appreciate you. Okay. I hope you guys have a fantastic... Wait. Stop. If you'd like to see more of this, come back in 2 days at 7 p.m. Pacific, at which is 3.5 hours ago from now, but in 48 hours. I'll be live again, and we'll keep working on this. So if you're interested, if you're in the Discord, these time zones update to your local time zone. Easiest way though, if you want to follow the channel, is if you subscribe. And if I'm streaming and you happen to be looking for something to watch on YouTube, my stream will likely get recommended to you. It's going to be the best way to catch one of these. Okay. What is all of this? Stop. Pop-ups. Stop. Okay. Another question. Did you ever... Of course I've watched The Grinch. I'm a 90s child. It's all I did during Christmas. Do I have a going goodnight button? I don't know if I have a goodnight button. I don't have a goodnight button. Alright, the ghost is the goodnight button. You have returned just in time. Oh. Ooh. 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 Yikes. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. If I don't see you till next Monday, hope you guys have a good weekend. I will not be streaming on Friday like I usually do. Okay. Have a good night. I'm just trying to like end by pulling up the piano thing on the screen. Oh, there it is. There you go.